the question here is, why is this lady still at post? It's a simple question I'm asking the Jubilee House. Why is she still at post? This woman needs to be fired. You need to get people who believe in the NDC policies and the NDC ideology. This woman has never been somebody, the NDC, or she has never been somebody who believed in anything of the NDC. She is going to be there to destroy the government ideas and plans for the FDA. Now, the number of illicit drugs are abakromuha. Today, you saw red issues. Tramadol. This woman has been at FDA. What now all these years, she allowed MPP surrogates to bring all these drugs into the system. Now, when you go to the north, the amount of these illegal drugs in the system, because you see, Obiwaka and the FDA and check it, the importation or the port drugs there, if the FDA is basically liaising, if the FDA is willing to make sure that all these illegal drugs in the system are taken out, the FDA will do its best by working with the security agencies that have been given that job to do, to make sure, say, all those medicines or drugs are out of the system. Now, what the FDA over the years, say, they have decided, they deliberately ignored people bringing in illicit drugs into the system, selling them in open markets, and they basically decided to ignore the system for them to run the system down. Now, when there's a change in government, and the government tells us to say, okay, they want to reset. They want to reset the system. If you are resetting the system, then everything that was there before that was making the system not to work properly, that thing that was there needs to be changed. That is what I'm saying, say, we are talking about the FDA boss who oversaw, say, social rice, expired rice was served to young kids in our senior high schools. This woman, even cry or chase say the emona expire ama enkwara sebi Yohuno. This woman still defended the criminals who brought the rice in here. So why is this woman still at the FDA? The boyfriend be government mwana. You people need to tell us why she's still at FDA. Because if we are resetting, then we need to reset all these vital, very sensitive institutions. We are talking about FDA that is supposed to take care of your consumer organ, make sure they are wholesome. This is the FDA that has allowed poisoned rice to come into the system to even kill young people in our senior high schools. So why is she still at post? She's now going around bragging that nobody can touch her and that she's still going to be the FDA boss. Mami way, your friend Mini Deng, what's her name? Her name is Mimidako. This woman should be fired this week. You need to change this woman, Mr. President. You need to sack this woman. This woman is not supposed to be at FDA. Pamono, what were they? And kwasi asema course wa Ghana ye mwana e mwana de man kwara omudi omu ma me we na sanction emu ni nyina mo di wuye. The ones who crumple publicize ya ohu ya or chi omo or later be catch say problem bi anim. Mo pam ma me we free anya sam ne ye ne mo nya fine wo. Mo ni ngie hu. This woman needs to go. You are not supposed to play politics with this. And this goes to the Jubilee House. Whoever is in the Jubilee House, this FDA boss needs to be fired. Why is she still there? Is she somebody nobody can touch? Who is she? Ejuma FDA boss is abeye or Ghana hano. Mami we ejuma pa be no abeye. Ekufu ado ne nkwasiafo ekwata mami we be see FDA. Enkwasiade nkwa or suppress local businesses. The idea ni nyina say woba na waso wembu nkotodo we nanima, this woman will find a way to destroy your business. Inti, with all due respect, Mr. President, this woman needs to be fired. Sack this woman. She cannot still occupy the FDA office. You still have people who are legitimately qualified. There are so many people in this country. There are so many people in the NDC who can occupy that position. This woman needs to be sacked. And yampesi edi yebufu any yebufu shobaba muso Jubilee House. These are the people who mess the system up and they have to be taken care of. They need to be sacked. So, Mr. President, the FDA boss needs to be sacked and it has to be this week. The same applies to this woman. The same applies to this woman. The CID boss, she needs to go. And you see, this is a message I'm sending to the new IGP. Mr. IGP. Mr. IGP. Mr. IGP. Mami we wan pamona, you can never succeed. Me say, if you don't sack this MPP women's organizer, you will never succeed as the IGP. Oh, when Mgwasia Dampare Abejia, today we are all saying, say, he deserved to be kicked out, no? One shot, and Mgwasia beto you the new IGP, no? So one pamami where and Mgwasia beto no, change Dampare there. The last time I explained to Ghanaians, say, you, the IGP, you have the right to sack the CID boss. You have the right to do serious reshuffling at the police headquarters. These are the people who made sure, say, Ekufuado, Bawomiamo, they murdered Ghanaians and covered it up. This woman has been there. She has not touched any criminal case that goes against the NPP. And she's not willing to do that. In fact, don't just look at this woman. Go to the cybersecurity department. And I'm saying go and ask DSP Sadiq. They need to do their job. And this woman too needs to be sacked. The corruption and the negligence and people feeling so entitled in our Ghana Police Service, no, it needs to stop. Mr. IGP, that nonsense of people thinking they are entitled to some office. We are going to show text messages, pictures, conversations of police officers who think they are so entitled and that some positions are just theirs and that nobody can question their work ethics. This woman has never been there to work for Ghanaians. This woman has always been there to work for herself and the MPP. So if IGP, you are going to succeed, this is my humble advice. This is my humble advice. Sack the CID boss this week. Because Samami Weda was CID officer, you will never get any case done. And what is going to happen is people like us, we are going to blame you, the IGP, because you, at the end of the day, you are the head of the police department, the police office, the police service. So if you want your work to be praised, if you want us to believe in you, not to sit back and criticize you, your first thing to do is to reshuffle, is to make sure this woman who is the CID boss is sacked in the first place. Mami way, I don't know CID boss. In Penabia no Chinton CID boss. She was not qualified for this job. This woman, because of her dating KK suppose it's a SK Sapon, that is why she got this job. The police service, they all know that this woman is not qualified to be here. It's the IGP, with all due respect, say, you have been in this service for a long time. You saw the way police officers in the history of the Republic, Ebin Sida, were jubilating because IGP Dampare was sacked. If you don't take care, the bus is better krum when you are sacked. I am guiding you and I'm helping you to understand to say, there are people at the police officer, they are not there to help you. And if you allow me, I can personally call you and tell you how this woman and some people at the police office have decided that because they are working for the MPP, there are even criminal cases. They have to make sure those cases are solved. They don't want to do it because it is the NPP. And I can give you facts. This woman is bad news for Ghana Police Service. This woman, she is bad news for Ghana Police Service. And the IGP needs to make sure because the NDC needs to understand. Samami IGP and Pamona mu ora adwuma mu yanyina a waste. I am telling you. San kwasiade e kwaso Ghana yentumi nche nkofo nyina mami we ya. Because when it comes to criminal cases, when it comes to going after criminals, this is the woman who has to sign for every criminal case to be open for the police to take action. This woman has refused to sign any criminal case involving the NPP. It means to say the NDC government idea of fighting corruption, going after criminals, the police CID is there blocking we Ghanaians when we want to go after criminals. Into the IGP, remember, you cannot solve or fight corruption with this woman sitting at the CID office. Never. And you have been in office over 24 hours. If this woman is still there, then you don't know what you are doing. You are wasting your time. Then we would know, say, you also came there to come and do the Dampare acting, because Dampare was basically a movie actor. Dampare kwani be the IGP, the photographer winning photographer of the year. Dampare is a paparazzi IGP. he goes out there and let people feel say, oh, Jesus Christ, or fear, he's the devil. I don't see anything wrong with an IGP being sacked. Dampare onye Yesu Christo. He has his own flaws. And the Dampare and a soldier police for the armed robbers, armed robbers, you both soji police for to be seen there. Yehu nipo ku police for. Dampare has committed a lot of crimes. And those people sitting there making it look like Dampare in your bonnet, the police service, they know the damage Dampare has committed. Into you people should not sit there and make it look like, say, this is a joke. This woman needs to leave this week. You need to sack her. Because so one sakama we are, your IGP will be waste of time. Me, I am telling you. So one sakama we are, your IGP will be waste of time. There is nothing you can do. You will just be sitting there as a ceremonial IGP. Because this woman and her group, they will sabotage you. They will sabotage you. They will make sure no investigation, no criminal investigations. Because my woman also unsigned that. So this woman will pick a phone and call Nanabi and tell Nanabi, say, a criminal case has been brought from the Attorney General's office that you have to be picked up. Nanabi will make sure documentation baby out in the cast now, she said, you know, this woman is a snitch. That is what she does in the police service. And I can give you raw evidence, Mr. IGP. If I call you tomorrow, I can call you and give you raw evidence of some of the DSPs. And this one conniving to make suppressed. I can give you evidence. This is not a joke, and I'm not joking about this. I don't want to come too hard on you. I don't want to expose your office too much. I don't want Ghanaians to think, say, Oba office krano, ontinasi, and I'm coming after you. I don't want to do that. I want you to do the right thing. So this week, this woman, the CID boss, she needs to be sacked. And the IGP, you have the power to do that. All right. Now, I'm doing some work at Cockdam, Achimota. I'm doing some work there. And that work will be able this week. This week, there will be some crazy job at no Cockdam, baby a hotel on opposite the hotel. We are doing some crazy job there. There are some boys I am going to put on my screen. And those boys will never have that peace in Ghana because they are criminals. They cannot work out of their houses. This week, I'll be doing some job with our Cockdam, Achimota Cockdam, where the hotel is opposite. There's a building there. This week, I'll be placing some pictures on my screen. On my screen. And on my screen, remember Ghana phone, every single face I'll put on, I'll let Ghanaians know that Nipa bia obehuni sabia no or enemy of the state, and they don't have to be walking on the streets of Ghana. Because I am going to show you hardened criminals. Omo ebusia, omo parents, omo ma, any bonia omudi. Cockdam. I already have the names, I have the pictures, and I have everybody involved in that criminality. And what is coming is big. And you see me, when I say I'm going to hit, I hit where it hurts. Debi I'm catching Ghana for. When I say I'm going to hit, I always hit where it hurts. Man, I don't jab. Debi I'm kind of show. So when you see me quiet, then I want to hit because I want to hit you where it will hurt you. This week, by the end of this week, I'm going to enter Cockdam. That Cockdam area or opposite the hotel, I'm going to do some crazy stuff. A man for my home beka, a man for papa home beka, a man for omo girlfriends no mo yere no home beka, because Sanko for no, they have decided to destroy this nation, and I'm not going to allow that. In the Cockdam, Achimota, hotel Nesuono, opposite, there's a building there. Every single person will I have a record of you. And I'm going to make sure on the street of Ghana, a bed din some over 90th street in the so. Me say, the boss of Toronto, he said, you say, hey, what do you want? I know I will show Ghanaians something. Intimidating kind I set a record in the street. I don't jab, I hit. And when I hit, I make sure it hits. All right. Now, I'm going to put names, phone numbers, parents of people. See, sometimes Kevin, Nanipa way, so on Nani parents there. The reason why I do that, and I say, my phone in the Oma wofo ni nyina nim se omomba no ebo kro no omomba no den deliberately omo pese omo misinform Ghana for omomba no pese ade kitu bi na omo ko hu no omo dada Ghana for inti debia no ye de omo parent ni bem se ne be ya parent ni be hu se aha me ba no dwuma o dinie se ne be ya parent na omo enjoy from that crime na omo ba ne commit no Ghana for will see them inti right now there me my bodam na me ba wo everybody will feature on my show. Into a Operation Cockdown. Operation Cockdown. And me, I can show you 6-month charts of the AC or UK. What some people are doing there. Into what I am going to do, no, some people will run from Ghana. Some young men will run, young women will run. And they will run from the street of Ghana. Ghana street, so they cannot come out. They will run from Ghana. Because Benin pa na moko. Benin ho. Now, let's take care of this.